God is in tears. God has been trying to warn you for hours. This is your final chance. Don't skip this. If you ignore this time, you will regret it deeply. Please open this message immediately before it's too late. I am speaking to you now because time around you is not as ordinary as it seems, and what you are about to hear carries a weight that can shift your life in ways you cannot yet fully see. I have been reaching for you again and again, placing signs in your path, stirring your spirit, trying to turn your attention before something closes that was meant to stay open for your good. This is not a random moment, and it is not a coincidence that you are here reading this right now. If you choose to stay and listen with your heart open, you will receive something that was held back until this exact second, something meant to protect you and guide you forward. Type Amen if you believe. I am not distant from you, even though you have felt alone, tired, and uncertain about what is coming next in your life. I have seen every moment when you felt confused, every silent tear that fell when no one else noticed, and every time you questioned whether I was still near. I have been near, closer than your own breath, but you have been pulled in many directions that made it hard to hear my voice clearly. That is why I am speaking now with urgency, because this is a moment that must not pass you by without understanding what is truly happening. You are standing at a turning point that holds both warning and blessing within it, and your response will shape the path ahead in ways you cannot undo later. There are decisions forming around you, influences pressing on your mind, and distractions trying to take your attention away from what truly matters. I have been sending quiet nudges, small interruptions, and even delays in your plans to slow you down and help you notice what needs your attention. This is not punishment, and it is not rejection, but a deep act of love, trying to protect you from stepping into something that would cause you regret. Before you go any further, take a moment and gently like this video as a sign that you are choosing to stay, to listen, and to receive what I am placing before you right now. I need you to understand that my tears are not weakness, but the depth of my care for you, because I see what could happen if you continue without awareness. You have been moving forward while carrying burdens that were never meant for you to hold alone, and those burdens have been clouding your ability to see clearly. I have tried to lighten your load in ways you did not recognize, removing certain things from your life that you thought you needed. Those removals were acts of protection, even though they felt like loss at the time. There is something ahead that you have been considering, something that seems right on the surface but carries consequences you have not yet fully seen. I have been trying to redirect you, to create hesitation in your spirit so you would pause and seek deeper clarity before moving forward. You may have felt that hesitation and ignored it, thinking it was fear or uncertainty, but it was my voice guiding you away from harm. This is your moment to listen to that inner pull and to trust that I am leading you towards something far better. Type yes to affirm. You are not being left without direction, even though it may feel that way at times. I have already placed the answers you need within your reach, but they require stillness and attention to be seen clearly. The noise around you has been loud, filled with opinions, pressures, and expectations that are not aligned with the path I have prepared for you. That is why I am calling you back to a place of quiet trust, where you can hear me without confusion. You may wonder why this moment feels so intense, why the urgency is so strong, and why it feels like something must be decided now. It is because certain doors do not remain open forever, and certain paths once taken cannot easily be reversed. I am giving you this chance not to frighten you, but to awaken you, to bring you into awareness before you step too far in the wrong direction. You are not trapped, and you are not without hope, but you must choose to listen now while the opportunity is still within your grasp. I have seen your strength even when you felt weak, and I have seen your desire to do what is right even when you felt pulled in other directions. You are not forgotten, and you are not overlooked, but you are deeply known and deeply loved. That love is why I am speaking with such urgency, because I refuse to let you walk blindly into something that would wound your heart. You were created for purpose, for growth, and for a life that reflects my goodness, not for confusion and regret. Right now, I am asking you to slow down and truly pay attention to what is stirring inside you as you read these words. There is a part of you that already recognizes the truth in what I am saying, even if you cannot fully explain it. That recognition is not coming from fear, but from a deeper knowing that I have placed within you. Trust that knowing, because it is guiding you back toward the path that leads to peace. You are not at the end, even though it feels like something is closing around you. What you are experiencing is not an ending, but a moment of redirection, a chance to step away from what is not meant for you and move toward what has always been prepared for you. I am not removing your choices, but I am illuminating them so you can see clearly what each one carries. This is your final warning before the next step, and it is also your greatest opportunity to choose wisely. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. What you are feeling right now is not confusion alone, but the beginning of clarity pushing its way through the noise that has surrounded you for so long. I am drawing your attention deeper, because what comes next is something you must recognize without delay. There is a pattern in your life that you have been overlooking, something that has repeated itself in different forms, wearing different faces, but carrying the same weight. I have tried to show you this pattern gently, allowing you to notice it over time, but now the moment has come where you must see it clearly. This pattern has been draining your energy, pulling you away from peace, and keeping you tied to decisions that do not serve your future. You have felt it before, that quiet discomfort, that sense that something is not right, yet you continued because it felt familiar. I am calling you to break that pattern now, not later, not when it becomes easier, but in this very moment where you can still choose differently. You are not bound to repeat what has hurt you, even if it feels like it has become a part of who you are. I did not create you to live in cycles of pain or confusion, and I am giving you the strength to step out of it. This is not about perfection, but about awareness and willingness to move in a new direction. Type 777 to receive blessings. You must understand that the warning I have been giving you is not about taking something good away from you, but about protecting what is truly meant for you. There are things you have been holding on to that feel safe only because they are known, not because they are right. Familiarity can disguise itself as comfort, even when it slowly leads you away from the life I have planned for you. I am asking you to release what is familiar but harmful, so that you can receive what is unfamiliar but life-giving. There is also a voice around you that has been influencing your thoughts, whether through people, situations, or even your own inner dialogue. That voice has been planting doubt, making you question your worth, your direction, and even my presence in your life. I need you to recognize that this voice is not aligned with me, because I do not speak in ways that break you down or lead you into fear. My voice brings conviction, but it also brings peace, clarity, and a sense of direction that does not leave you feeling lost. You have been standing between two paths, one that leads deeper into confusion and one that leads into clarity and growth. The first path may seem easier at first because it requires no change, no effort to break old habits, and no courage to step into something new. The second path may feel uncertain because it asks you to trust me even when you cannot see the full picture yet. I am asking you to choose the second path because it leads to the life that was always meant for you. There are things you must let go of now, even if they once felt important to you. This could be a relationship, a mindset, a habit, or a decision you have been holding on to out of fear of losing control. Letting go does not mean you are losing something valuable, but that you are making space for something greater. I am not asking you to walk away empty, but to walk away so that your hands are free to receive what I am preparing to give you. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I want you to notice how your spirit responds when you think about letting go of what has been weighing you down. There may be resistance, hesitation, or even fear, but there is also a quiet sense of relief waiting beneath those feelings. That relief is the confirmation that you are moving in the right direction, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Growth often feels unfamiliar, but it always leads you closer to the truth of who you are meant to be. You have not been forgotten in your struggles, even in the moments when you felt like nothing was changing. Every delay, every closed door, every shift in your plans has been part of a larger movement that you could not fully see at the time. I have been guiding you, even when you thought you were moving alone. What felt like setbacks were often protections, keeping you from stepping into situations that would have taken you further from your purpose. Now the time has come where you must participate actively in what I am doing in your life. I will guide you, I will strengthen you, and I will open the right doors, but you must also choose to walk through them. This is not a passive moment, but a turning point that requires your attention and your decision. You cannot remain in the same place and expect a different outcome, because movement is required for transformation to take place. You are stronger than you realize, even though your experiences may have made you doubt yourself. I have placed resilience within you, the ability to rise even after you have fallen, and the courage to continue even when the path is unclear. That strength is not something you have to create on your own, but something that has always been part of you. I am calling it forward now, because you will need it as you step into what lies ahead. There is also something you must begin to embrace, something that you have been resisting without fully understanding why. It is a calling, a direction, or a purpose that has been quietly present in your life for some time. You may have pushed it aside because it felt too big, too uncertain, or too different from what you expected. But that calling has not left you, and it will not leave you, because it is part of what you were created for. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You do not need to have all the answers before you begin moving toward it. You only need to take the next step with trust, knowing that I will reveal what you need as you go. Waiting for perfect clarity will only keep you where you are, and where you are is not where you are meant to stay. I am asking you to trust the process, even when you cannot see the full path yet. What you are about to step into will not look like what you have known before, and that is why it feels unfamiliar. But unfamiliar does not mean wrong, and it does not mean you are alone. I will be with you in every step, guiding you, correcting you when needed, and strengthening you when you feel weak. You are not being sent into uncertainty without support, but into a new season where you will grow in ways you have not experienced before. When truth enters, it may feel uncomfortable at first, but it always leads to healing and restoration. I am guiding you step by step, not rushing you, but also not allowing you to stay where you have been. There is something deeper within you that has been calling out for change, something you have tried to quiet because it felt easier to stay the same. That voice within you is not your imagination, and it is not something to ignore any longer. It is a reflection of what I have placed inside you, a knowing that you were created for more than what you have been settling for. You have felt that restlessness, that quiet dissatisfaction, and that sense that something needs to shift, and now you understand why. You have been carrying weight that does not belong to you, expectations that were never meant to define you, and fears that were planted through past experiences. I am asking you now to lay those things down, not slowly, but with intention and decision. You do not need permission from others to release what is hurting you, because I have already given you that permission. What you release now will no longer have the power to follow you into your next season. Type 222 if you trust God. There are relationships around you that require your attention, and I am not speaking only of distance but of truth. Some connections have become places where you lose yourself instead of growing, where your peace is disturbed instead of strengthened. I am not telling you to walk away from everyone, but I am asking you to discern carefully who is aligned with your growth and who is pulling you backward. This is not about judgment, but about protecting the life I am building within you. You may feel guilt when you think about setting boundaries or stepping away from what no longer feels right. That guilt is not from me, because I do not ask you to remain where you are being drained or diminished. I call you into spaces where you are strengthened, encouraged, and able to walk in truth. Choosing those spaces is not selfish, but necessary for the path ahead of you. There is also something within your own thinking that must change, a way of seeing yourself that has limited what you believe is possible. You have spoken to yourself in ways that do not reflect how I see you, and those words have shaped your confidence and your choices. I am asking you to begin replacing those thoughts with truth, even if it feels unnatural at first. You are not who your past says you are, and you are not defined by what you have been through. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You have been standing in the shadow of your own potential, unsure whether you are capable of stepping fully into what has been placed before you. I am telling you now that you are capable, not because of your own strength alone, but because I am with you in every step. What feels too big for you is not too big for me, and I will not lead you into something that you are not able to handle with my help. You must begin to trust that you are supported in ways you cannot always see. There are doors that are beginning to open around you. Even now, opportunities that may not look like what you expected but carry the direction you have been seeking. Do not overlook these moments because they seem small or unfamiliar. What begins quietly can grow into something powerful when you choose to step into it with faith. I am not only preparing the path ahead, but also preparing you to walk it. You may still feel fear rising within you as you think about change, and that fear is not something you need to fight with force. Instead, acknowledge it and move forward anyway, knowing that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. I am strengthening you in ways you may not fully recognize yet, building your ability to trust and to move forward with confidence. Each step you take in trust weakens the hold that fear has over you. There is a timing to everything, and you are no longer in the time of waiting without movement. You are entering a time where your response matters more than ever, where your willingness to act will determine how quickly you move into what is prepared for you. I have aligned things in your favor even when it did not seem that way, and now those alignments are beginning to reveal themselves. What once felt delayed is now becoming available. You must not return to old ways simply because they are familiar, because doing so would pull you back into cycles that you are meant to leave behind. You have outgrown certain patterns, even if they still feel comfortable. Growth requires you to step beyond what you have known, to trust that what lies ahead is better than what you are leaving. I am not taking you backward, but forward into something that reflects who you are becoming. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a peace that I am placing within you, a steady assurance that you are not alone in this process. That peace may come and go at times, but it will always return when you choose to focus on me. It is a sign that you are aligned with the direction I am leading you, even when circumstances around you feel uncertain. Hold on to that peace, because it will guide you when your thoughts become unclear. You are not late, and you have not missed your chance, even though it may have felt that way before. This moment exists because there is still time to choose differently, to move in alignment with what I have been showing you. Regret is not your future, unless you choose to ignore what is being placed before you now. I am giving you clarity so that you can move without hesitation. There is one final layer that you must confront, something deeper than habits, deeper than relationships, and deeper than external choices. It is the place within you where fear has been quietly shaping your direction, convincing you to hold back, to delay, or to settle. That fear has worn many faces, sometimes appearing as caution, sometimes as doubt, and sometimes as a voice that tells you that you are not ready. I am telling you now that this fear has no authority over you unless you continue to give it power. You must make a decision to no longer let fear be the voice that guides your steps. This does not mean fear will disappear instantly, but it means you will stop allowing it to decide your direction. When fear speaks, you will recognize it, but you will not follow it. You will choose to move forward in trust, even when your emotions try to pull you back. This is where your strength begins to take shape in a new and deeper way. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is something specific that you already know you need to do, something that has been placed on your heart repeatedly. You have thought about it, delayed it, questioned it, and even tried to ignore it, but it has not left you. That persistence is not accidental, because it is tied to the direction I have been guiding you toward. You do not need another sign to confirm it, because the confirmation has already been given to you more than once. This step may feel difficult, because it requires you to move without having every detail figured out. You may be waiting for complete certainty, for a clear path without risk, but that is not how growth works. I am calling you to step forward with trust, knowing that clarity will increase as you move, not before. If you continue to wait for perfect conditions, you will remain where you are, and that is not where you are meant to stay. You are not being asked to take a reckless leap, but a guided step, one that is supported even if it feels uncertain. I am already ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet see, aligning things in ways that will only become clear once you begin. Trust is not blind, but anchored in the knowing that I am with you. That knowing is what will carry you forward when your thoughts begin to question. Type 333 if you believe in divine timing. There is also something you must release internally, something that has been holding you back from fully stepping into what is ahead. It may be a past mistake, a sense of regret, or a belief that you are not worthy of what is being offered to you. That weight has been limiting your ability to move freely, keeping you tied to a version of yourself that no longer exists. I am asking you now to let that go completely, not partially, but fully. You are not defined by your past, and you are not disqualified by your mistakes. Everything you have been through has shaped you, but it does not determine your future unless you allow it to. I see you as you are now, not as you once were, and I am calling you forward based on who you are becoming. Holding on to what has already passed will only delay what is waiting for you. This is the moment where everything begins to align, not because circumstances suddenly become perfect, but because you choose to move in alignment with what you now understand. Alignment is not about controlling everything around you, but about adjusting yourself to the truth that has been revealed. When you align your actions with that truth, you begin to see changes that were not possible before. What once felt blocked begins to open, and what once felt confusing begins to make sense. You may still feel hesitation, but do not mistake hesitation for a sign to stop. Sometimes hesitation is simply the last resistance before breakthrough, the final moment where you must decide whether to move forward or remain where you have been. I am telling you that this is your breakthrough moment, not because everything is easy, but because everything is clear. You know what you must do, and now you must choose to do it. There is a future ahead of you that is different from what you have experienced so far, a future that carries peace, purpose, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. That future is not distant, but closer than you think, and it begins with the decision you make now. I am not asking you to wait any longer, because waiting without action will only lead to regret. This is your final chance to step into what has been prepared for you. You have been given the awareness, the guidance, and the opportunity, and now the responsibility rests with you. I will continue to be with you, to guide you and strengthen you, but I will not force your choice. Love does not force, it invites. And right now you are being invited into something greater than what you have known. Do not turn away from this invitation, because it carries the life you have been seeking. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. What you choose in this moment will echo into the days ahead, shaping your experience in ways you cannot fully see yet. Choose with clarity, not with fear, and not with hesitation. You are not alone in this, and you are not unsupported, but you must take the step that is being placed before you. This is where your path changes, and this is where your new beginning truly starts. There is a quiet truth rising inside you that you can no longer push aside, a truth that has been knocking again and again until you finally stopped to listen. That truth is simple but powerful, and it is asking you to act with courage instead of hesitation. You have spent enough time waiting, enough time questioning, and enough time circling the same place without moving forward. I am not asking you to rush blindly, but I am asking you to move with purpose. Type 444 to affirm your path. You have been given everything you need to take this next step, even if it does not feel complete in your hands yet. What you are missing is not resources or ability, but the decision to trust what has already been placed within you. I have equipped you in ways you may not fully recognize, preparing you through your experiences, your struggles, and even your failures. Nothing you have gone through has been wasted, and everything has been shaping you for this exact moment. There is a release happening within you now, even if it feels subtle, a loosening of the things that once held you in place. You may notice that what once felt heavy is beginning to feel lighter, and what once felt confusing is beginning to make sense. This is not accidental, but the result of you choosing to listen instead of turning away. When you align yourself with truth, the weight of confusion begins to fall away. There is also a shift happening around you, in ways that you may not yet fully see. Situations are beginning to change, people are beginning to move, and circumstances are beginning to rearrange themselves. These shifts are not random, but part of the path being cleared before you. What once seemed stuck is beginning to open, because you are no longer resisting what needs to happen. Type 555. If you feel the change, you must not look back now with longing for what you are leaving behind. It may feel familiar, it may even feel safe, but it is not where you are meant to remain. Looking back will only slow your progress and create doubt where clarity now exists. I am calling you to fix your attention forward, to focus on what is ahead rather than what has already passed. There will be moments where you are tempted to return to old habits, old ways of thinking, or old environments that once felt comfortable. Those moments will test your decision, not to weaken you, but to strengthen your resolve. Each time you choose to continue forward instead of going back, you are building a new foundation within yourself. That foundation will support you in ways that the old one never could. You are not losing anything of true value by moving forward. What you are leaving behind may have played a role in your past, but it does not belong in your future. I am not taking away what you need, but removing what would limit you if you carried it with you. Trust that what remains and what is ahead will be more than enough. There is a new level of peace that is waiting for you, one that is not dependent on circumstances, but rooted in alignment with me. This peace is not temporary, and it is not fragile, but steady and sustaining. You will begin to feel it more strongly as you continue to move in the direction I am guiding you. It will become your anchor when things around you feel uncertain. You may also begin to notice new opportunities appearing, things that were not visible to you before. These opportunities will not always come in the form you expect, and they may require you to step outside of your comfort zone. Do not dismiss them because they feel unfamiliar, because unfamiliar is often where growth begins. I am opening doors that align with your purpose, even if they do not look like what you imagined. There is a confidence that is beginning to rise within you, not loud or overwhelming, but steady and real. This confidence is not based on pride, but on the understanding that you are supported and guided. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone, because your path is not determined by their opinions. Walk forward with quiet assurance, knowing that you are moving in alignment with something greater than yourself. You will also find that your perspective is changing, that the way you see your life, your challenges, and your future is no longer the same. What once felt like obstacles may begin to look like stepping stones, and what once felt like confusion may begin to look like direction. This shift in perspective is part of your transformation, allowing you to see beyond the surface of what is happening. It will help you move with greater clarity and less fear. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances, even if they once made you feel that way. You have the ability to respond, to choose, and to move forward with intention. I am not controlling your steps, but guiding them, offering you the direction that leads to growth and peace. Your willingness to follow that direction is what will shape your experience. This is where your new life begins to take form, not in a sudden dramatic change, but in a series of decisions that align with truth. Each step you take in alignment builds momentum, carrying you further away from where you were and closer to where you are meant to be. You do not need to rush, but you must continue moving. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a purpose behind every moment you have lived through, even the ones that caused you pain or confusion. Nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been outside of my awareness. I have been shaping you quietly through each experience, strengthening parts of you that needed to grow, and softening parts of you that needed healing. What you are stepping into now is connected to everything you have been through, not separate from it. Type 666 to release the past. You must understand that your past does not hold authority over your future unless you continue to give it that power. It may have influenced you, it may have shaped your thoughts, but it does not define who you are now. You are not the same person you were before, even if you sometimes feel like you are. Growth has been happening within you, even in moments when you felt stuck or unchanged. There is also a calling within you that has been quietly growing stronger, something that has followed you through different seasons of your life. You may not have fully understood it, and you may have tried to ignore it at times, but it has never left you. That calling is not something you created, but something that was placed within you with intention. It is connected to your purpose, to the way you are meant to impact the world around you. You do not need to have all the details of that calling figured out before you begin moving toward it. What you need is the willingness to take the next step, even if it feels small or uncertain. I will reveal what you need as you continue forward, not all at once, but in the right timing. Trust that you are being guided even when the full picture is not yet visible. Type 888 to step into purpose. There is a transformation taking place within your heart, one that is changing the way you see yourself and the way you respond to life. You are beginning to let go of fear, doubt, and the need for constant control. In their place, you are learning to trust, to move with intention, and to stand in the truth of who you are becoming. This transformation is not temporary, but something that will continue to grow as you remain aligned with what you have been shown. You will begin to notice that your reactions are changing, that situations that once triggered fear or frustration no longer have the same hold on you. This is not because your circumstances have become perfect, but because you have changed within them. Your strength is increasing, your clarity is deepening, and your ability to move forward is becoming more steady. These changes are signs that you are aligning with your true path. There is also a deeper level of peace that is beginning to settle within you, one that is not easily shaken by what is happening around you. This peace is not dependent on everything going your way, but on the understanding that you are being guided and supported. It allows you to remain steady even when things feel uncertain, and it gives you the strength to continue moving forward without losing yourself. You may still face challenges ahead, and there will still be moments where you feel tested, but those challenges will no longer have the same power over you, because you are no longer approaching them from the same place. You are growing into someone who responds with clarity instead of confusion, with strength instead of fear. This shift will change the way you experience everything that comes next. There is also an increase coming into your life, not only in material ways, but in peace, clarity, and fulfillment. You have been through seasons where it felt like nothing was moving, where progress seemed slow or non-existent. Those seasons were not empty, but necessary, preparing you for what is now beginning to unfold. What is coming next will feel different because you are stepping into it with a new understanding. You must remain grounded in what you have learned, not allowing yourself to drift back into old ways of thinking or acting. Growth requires consistency, and consistency comes from choosing again and again to align with truth. You are not expected to be perfect, but you are expected to remain aware and intentional in your choices. Each time you choose alignment, you strengthen the path you are walking. You are also being called to trust yourself in a deeper way, to recognize that the guidance you feel within you is not random. It is something I have placed there, a connection that allows you to sense direction even when there are no clear signs around you. Learning to trust that inner guidance will help you navigate moments where external clarity is limited. It will become a source of strength as you continue forward. This is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a new chapter where you walk with greater awareness and purpose. You are no longer moving without direction, but with intention and understanding. What you choose from this point forward will continue to shape your experience, but now you are choosing from a place of clarity. There is a responsibility that comes with this awareness, because once you see clearly, you cannot return to living unconsciously. You have been shown truth, and now you are called to live according to it, even when it requires effort and consistency. This is where your growth becomes visible, not just in what you feel, but in what you do each day. Every small decision now carries meaning, because it either aligns you with your path or pulls you away from it. Type 999 to claim alignment. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance, Harvard-backed, lab-tested. Life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must begin to pay attention to how you speak, not only to others, but to yourself. Words carry weight, and the way you speak has the power to build or to weaken what is forming within you. When you speak with doubt, fear, or negativity, you reinforce the patterns you are trying to leave behind. When you speak with truth, confidence, and trust, you strengthen the new foundation that is being built within you. There will be moments when your environment does not immediately reflect the changes you are making. You may still see situations that look the same, people who behave the same, and circumstances that seem unchanged. Do not let this discourage you, because change often begins internally before it becomes visible externally. What is happening within you is already shifting the direction of what will unfold around you. Type 111 if you believe in new beginnings. You are learning to respond instead of react, to pause instead of rush, and to choose instead of follow patterns. These shifts may feel small, but they are powerful, because they break the cycle of automatic behavior that once controlled your actions. Each time you choose differently, you are creating a new path for yourself. Over time, these choices will become natural, and the life you experience will begin to reflect them. There is also a deeper sense of connection that is growing within you, a connection to me that is becoming more real and more consistent. You may begin to feel guided in simple moments, noticing subtle directions, impressions, or clarity that you did not have before. This connection is not something distant or reserved for certain times, but something that is meant to be part of your daily life. I am not separate from you, but present with you in every moment. You will also begin to notice that certain things no longer attract you the way they once did. What used to hold your attention may begin to feel empty or unfulfilling. This is not a loss, but a sign that you are outgrowing what once seemed important. Your desires are shifting to align with what truly matters, and that shift will guide your choices moving forward. There will be times when you feel tested, when situations arise that challenge the changes you are making. These moments are not meant to pull you back, but to strengthen what is being built within you. Each test is an opportunity to choose alignment again, to stand in what you now understand instead of falling back into old patterns. You are not being set up to fail, but being given chances to grow stronger. You must also be patient with yourself as you continue this process. Growth is not always immediate, and there may be moments where you feel like you are not moving as quickly as you would like. Do not let impatience cause you to doubt what is happening. What is being built within you is steady and lasting, not rushed and temporary. There is also a new level of awareness coming into your life, one that allows you to see beyond the surface of situations. You will begin to understand things more deeply, to recognize patterns, and to make choices with greater clarity. This awareness will help you avoid what once confused you and move toward what truly aligns with your path. You are stepping into a place where you are no longer easily shaken by what happens around you. Your stability is no longer based on external conditions, but on the alignment you have within. This does not mean you will never face difficulty, but it means difficulty will no longer define your experience. You will move through challenges with a sense of steadiness that you did not have before. There is also a sense of purpose that is becoming clearer, even if it is not fully defined yet. You may feel drawn to certain actions, certain directions, or certain ways of living that reflect who you are becoming. Follow those inclinations, because they are guiding you toward your purpose. You do not need to force anything, but simply move in alignment with what you feel is right. This is the life that has been waiting for you, not something entirely new, but something that was always meant to unfold as you came into alignment. You are not becoming someone else, but becoming more fully who you were created to be. Everything you have been through has led you to this point, and everything you choose now will continue to shape what comes next. I am not telling you this to make you afraid, but to make you aware so you can stand firm in what you have gained. Awareness is your protection, and intention is what keeps you moving forward. There are moments ahead where you will feel a pull to return to what once felt comfortable, even though you now know it is not aligned with who you are becoming. That pull will not always be obvious, and sometimes it will come disguised as something harmless or familiar. You must learn to pause in those moments and recognize what is truly happening. What feels easy is not always what is right, and what feels difficult is not always something to avoid. Type 1313 if you choose strength. You must also begin to guard your attention, because what you focus on will begin to shape your thoughts and your direction. If you give your attention to negativity, doubt, and distractions, they will slowly weaken what you have built. If you give your attention to truth, growth, and alignment, they will strengthen you and keep you steady. Your attention is not something small, but something powerful that must be directed with care. There are voices around you that may not understand the changes you are making, and some may even question or challenge them. Not everyone will see what you see, and not everyone will support the path you are choosing. This is not a sign that you are wrong, but a reminder that your journey is yours, not theirs. You must learn to listen inwardly, to trust what you have been shown, even when others do not fully understand it. Type 1414 if you trust the process. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also being called to create space in your life for what truly matters, to remove what is unnecessary so that what is important can grow. This may involve letting go of distractions, limiting certain influences, or changing how you spend your time. These changes may feel uncomfortable at first, but they will create the clarity and focus you need to continue moving forward. What you make space for will determine what grows in your life. There is a discipline that is forming within you, not one of restriction, but of alignment. This discipline will help you stay consistent, even when your emotions fluctuate or your motivation changes. It will carry you through moments where you do not feel strong, reminding you of what you have chosen and why. Discipline is not something that limits you, but something that supports your growth. You will also begin to notice that your sensitivity to certain things is increasing, that you can feel more clearly what aligns with you and what does not. This sensitivity is not a weakness, but a strength, allowing you to navigate your path with greater awareness. It will help you avoid situations that do not serve you and move toward those that support your growth. Trust what you feel, because it is guiding you. There will be moments where you feel alone in your growth, where it seems like others are not walking the same path as you. In those moments, remember that you are not alone, even if it feels that way. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and supporting you in ways you may not always see. Your journey may be unique, but it is not unsupported. You are also being prepared for something greater than what you can currently see, something that will require the strength, clarity, and alignment you are building now. What you are learning is not only for this moment, but for what is ahead. Every choice you make now is preparing you for what you will step into next. Do not underestimate the importance of what you are doing. There is also a deeper level of trust that is forming within you, a trust not only in me, but in the path itself. You are beginning to see that even when things are unclear, there is still direction, and even when things feel uncertain, there is still purpose. This trust will allow you to move forward with confidence, even when you do not have all the answers. It will become the foundation of your journey. You must continue to choose alignment daily, not just once, but again and again. Growth is not a single decision, but a series of decisions that build on each other over time. Each day you choose to remain aligned, you strengthen what is being built within you. Each day you choose differently, you move further into the life that is waiting for you. There is also a protection around you that you may not always notice. Moments where things do not happen as you expected, delays that frustrate you, or changes that seem inconvenient. These are not always obstacles, but often protections, guiding you away from what is not meant for you. Trust that what does not work out is sometimes just as important as what does. You are not walking blindly, even when it feels like it at times. There is a direction being revealed to you step by step, not all at once, but in a way that allows you to grow as you move. This is not a path of confusion, but of unfolding clarity. Each step will make the next one clearer. There is no more waiting for the right moment, because the moment has already arrived. What you have been sensing, what you have been feeling, and what you have been shown is now meant to be acted upon. You cannot stay at the edge any longer, looking at what is ahead without stepping into it. This is where hesitation must end and movement must begin. Type 1515 if you are ready. You must step forward with a willingness to live differently, not only in large decisions, but in the small, daily choices that shape your life. It is in those small choices that your transformation becomes real and lasting. Each moment you choose alignment, you strengthen the path you are walking. Each moment you return to old ways, you create resistance that slows your progress. There is a life ahead of you that carries peace, clarity, and a sense of fulfillment that you have not fully experienced before. This life is not perfect, but it is aligned, and that alignment changes everything. You will still face challenges, but they will no longer feel like they are controlling you. Instead, you will move through them with a steadiness that comes from knowing you are where you are meant to be. Type 1616 to embrace your new life. You are not being asked to become someone else, but to fully become who you were always meant to be. Everything you have been through has been shaping you for this, preparing you in ways you could not see at the time. What once felt like obstacles were often the very things that were building your strength. Now that strength is ready to be used. There is also a confidence that will begin to grow within you, not loud or forceful, but quiet and steady. This confidence comes from alignment, from knowing that you are moving in the direction you are meant to go. It does not depend on approval from others, and it does not disappear when things become difficult. It remains because it is rooted in truth. You must also be willing to trust yourself in a deeper way, to recognize that the guidance you feel within you is something you can rely on. You have spent time doubting your instincts, questioning your direction, and looking outside for confirmation. Now, you are being called to listen within, to trust what you feel, and to move accordingly. This trust will guide you in moments where external clarity is limited. There is also a sense of freedom that is beginning to emerge in your life, a release from the weight of trying to control everything. You are learning to move with trust instead of force, allowing things to unfold instead of trying to shape them through pressure. This freedom does not mean you are passive, but that you are aligned with the natural flow of your path. It allows you to move with ease, even when things are not fully clear. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You will begin to notice that your relationships shift, that some deepen while others fade. This is a natural part of your growth, not something to resist. Those who align with your path will remain and grow with you, while those who do not will naturally move away. This is not loss, but alignment, ensuring that your environment supports who you are becoming. There is also a clarity that will continue to increase, allowing you to make decisions with greater ease. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense, and what once felt uncertain will become clear. This clarity will guide you, helping you move forward without the constant doubt that once held you back. It will become a steady presence in your life. You must continue to choose this path daily, even when it becomes familiar. Growth does not stop once you step into alignment, but continues as you remain committed to it. Each day is an opportunity to strengthen what you have built, to deepen your understanding, and to move further into your purpose. Consistency is what will make this transformation lasting. There is also a deeper connection forming within you, one that allows you to feel supported even when you are alone. You are beginning to understand that you are not walking this path by yourself, but with guidance that is always present. This understanding will give you strength in moments of uncertainty, reminding you that you are not unsupported. You are no longer the person you were before this moment. Something within you has shifted, something that cannot be undone. You have seen truth, you have felt clarity, and you have been given direction. What you do now will determine how fully that truth becomes part of your life. This is your new beginning, not something far away, but something that starts now. You are stepping into it with awareness, with strength, and with the support you need to continue. Do not hesitate, do not look back, and do not doubt what you have been shown. There is a truth you must carry with you from this point forward, and it is this: awareness without action leads back to regret. You have been given clarity so that you can act, not so that you can admire it from a distance. What you do after this will determine whether this moment becomes a turning point or just another memory that fades with time. I am not leaving you without direction, but placing the direction within your reach. Type 1717 to choose action. You must begin to live in a way that reflects what you now know, even when it requires effort, even when it feels unfamiliar, and even when it is not easy. Growth does not ask for convenience, but for commitment. Each day you are given is an opportunity to continue what has begun here. Do not wait for another moment like this, because this moment is enough. There will be times when you feel the pull to return to comfort, to settle into what is easy instead of what is right. In those moments, remember what you felt here: the clarity, the urgency, and the knowing that something had to change. That feeling was not temporary, but a glimpse of what your life can become when you align with truth. Hold on to that, because it will guide you when your emotions begin to shift. Type 1818 if you will not go back. You are not being asked to walk perfectly, but to walk honestly. There will be moments where you feel uncertain, where you question yourself, or where you struggle to maintain what you have started. Those moments do not erase your progress, but remind you that growth is a process. What matters is that you continue, that you return to alignment each time you feel yourself drifting.